weekly broadcast here at the Hispanic Center on Baseline, 2070 East Baseline. And we do this every Thursday with my co host, Alice Lara.
Good afternoon, everybody. We're so excited here with the Lozada team, and another wonderful show is about to happen.
And I'm Don Jorge. And with us today, we have Cristina Lozada from the Lozada team, and also Felicia Dosal with the Security National Mortgage. And we're going to get right to it, and we're going to have a great show today. So,
Just right before we start, though, if you're watching us out there, please share this broadcast with your friends. You're going to get a lot of valuable information. We're going to give phone numbers, ways to contact these wonderful guests, and don't keep it to yourself because we're here to help you realize your dream of a wonderful new home. All right. Okay, well, let's get started. We have a lot to talk about today, but let's reintroduce Christina to the audience. Let's say a few words, my dear.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Cristina Lozada, a real estate agent here in the state of Arizona, helping our community here and always bringing information that is going to be beneficial for you to make that choice and give us that first call to help you and to become a homeowner.
Great. And we're also privileged to have a special guest today. She's a loan officer, right?
hmm
With Security National Mortgage, Felicia Dosal.
Yeah, I am Felicia Dosal. I'm with the Vasquez team of Security National Mortgage. I've been in the business about 26 years and just here to help you with any of your purchase or refinance needs, any questions you have about rates, about financing at all. Just let me know what kind of questions you have. I'm here to help.
I do want to, we were talking before we went on the show, before we started the show,
Mhm.
and she was telling me she also has experience in underwriting, which
hmm
is really important. You can kind of explain to the audience what that is, but I think that makes you a much more valuable loan officer with all that information.
Yeah, I actually hold what's called a direct endorsement, which means that I have the ability, if I want to underwrite FHA loans. I actually don't have my license active right now because I'm a loan officer, but I underwrote and processed for 25 years. And so I have the knowledge of conventional and FHA loans, which means that I understand the guidelines. So I understand what it takes to actually go through the process. I understand what the needs are. I can rework a loan if I need to where it'll fit best for the borrower. If there's challenges, I know the ins and the outs and what it is that the guidelines will allow for those particular borrowers. If we need to change somebody from one program to the other, I have that knowledge base to know what exactly to do and to better help those borrowers in whether it's refinancing or purchasing. And like I said, I've been doing it for 25 years, so
So
it's
you
a
know a
big
little bit
plus.
about them.
Just a little bit, not much, but yeah, just a little bit.
Wow, fantastic.
yes, Felicia is uh, the persona of mortgage lending. So, she is the expert in the field. I would say an expert in the field. Just like Christina is the expert in sales and helping our Latino community and Hispanic community achieve that dream of home ownership.
And we were also, I was just mentioning to Christine, as a matter of fact, I was at my doctor's office today. And so I was telling them about the show and this. And the gal said, "Oh, I know that team, the Lozada team." I said, "Well, they're like number one in the valley." She was totally familiar with
Mhm.
you. And that was really cool to
Yeah.
do that. Because, yeah, you've been number one in the valley, right?
Yes, we've been named number one throughout the Maricopa County, helping the Hispanic community, and not only the Hispanic community, but anybody that comes our way. We always try to do our best to help them out and try to guide them in the way that they can reach their goal to become a homeowner. And something about us is we're bilingual. Felicia is bilingual as well. She also habla español. So we're here to help you just in case you need somebody to be there and help you in Spanish language. So we're all about helping our community and being very transparent once we do a transaction, letting everyone know what's the next step to follow and how the process works as well.
And we want to talk today. We've got a couple of things we're going to talk about. And also, if you're watching us, you have a question, go ahead and put it on there, put it on Facebook, wherever. And we're going to be checking that and we can directly ask our guests. Be happy to help you out. But we wanted to talk about the market and how things are out there right now. I was just driving down Baseline, and man, there's like fences are going up, stuff's going to
Hmm.
be building up again, and we're just rocking, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that's funny that you mentioned that because I usually get the freeway. Our office is downtown Phoenix, and also we have another office on 99th Avenue in Camelback. So I usually get the freeway, get off over here on like 24th Street. Yeah, but today when I was driving, I got the 202 and just was driving down Baseline, and it's just amazing how to see all the new constructions going up, all the new builds, the new companies that are coming and building, investing in the state of Arizona, which is great because that shows and proves that Arizona is very strong in our economy as well. So that's very powerful. Even new companies throughout the 303, I've seen that new companies have been coming over, they're building, they're providing employment. So Arizona is actually one of the states that is unemployed. So we see less and less people unemployed, and we see a lot of new companies coming in, and that it's helping our market. This year 21, we do have a strong market, and I know a lot of people are saying, oh, we're just going to wait to see what happens because I want to buy a house, but I'm just going to wait until the prices decrease on the homes. But I have news for those people. I mean, the prices are not going to decrease, they're going to increase. So we have stimulated for this year 2021 price increase about 8%. So if you're looking to buy a house, I think this is the perfect time is for you right now. Just make that decision because we're going to see a price increase later on the year.
That's really good advice not
Hmm.
to delay. And just to give you their number, you can contact the Lozada team. Just dial 602 460 4295. Again, that's 602 460 4295. If maybe you're watching and you're not in Arizona, that's okay. Maybe, a lot of people are moving to Arizona.
Hmm.
Maybe you have an interest because I think it is a very strong market no
Hmm.
matter what happens out there.
Yes.
People are continuously moving into this state.
Yes.
They love it. Why not? It's a great state.
Yes, we live here. What can we say? And Felicia, to add to that question, how it's the market, also the rates. What can you tell us about the rates?
Well, rates have been at an all-time low. We've seen earlier in 2020, we saw where they all the way down into the low twos.
Hmm.
They've come up a little bit since then. Unfortunately, with the unrest that happened at the Capitol on Wednesday, we did see the rates go up a little bit more. They're starting to come back down. We don't expect them to stay down all that much. Hopefully into mid 2021, but right now is a great time to refinance. It's a great time to purchase with rates in the twos and the threes.
Hmm.
I just had somebody right as I was driving in here, a past client of mine, call and say, "Hey, we did the loan last year. Can we do this again?
Hmm.
Because my rate's at 4.5, and I'd really like to refinance and get a lower rate. And so when I get back, it's something that I can look at. So even to just get rid of your PMI, if that's something that we can do with rates where they are, just to get rid of PMI is something to look at, which is
Hmm.
your mortgage insurance that's on your loan. But I don't know that they're going to stay around in the twos and the threes forever. I think we're looking at mid 2021 with them going up again.
Does the market, the real estate market and the loan market fluctuate depending on the economy or the stock the way the world economy? You know how numbers go up and numbers go down, and the stock market sometimes drops for a low period. It's gone on a really a good
Hmm.
Yeah.
rise, but does that affect?
Yeah, world events, stock market, those are indicators of what the
Hmm.
market as far as interest rates will do. And so we'll see upticks, we'll see downticks, an eighth, a quarter, what have you. And those are all indicators of what rates are going to do every day. And I keep a look at rates every day. It's the first thing I
Hmm.
check before I even check my emails. I check rates
Good.
because you never know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen going into the weekend. A 9/11 is a great indicator of that.
Right.
We did not know that 9/11 was going to happen, and it affected all of the markets. And so every day that is an indicator where the stock market is, where the world economy is, the events in the world of that can affect the rates up or down one way or the other.
Felicia, I wanted to ask you, so there's a lot of us that we've been paying on our loan for a long time. We're getting that
Hmm.
balance nice and low. But you mentioned like a 4.25 rate. Would it be still worth looking into see, I mean, take advantage? Would it be worth it, even if you're down to, I don't know, under 50,000 that you owe on your house?
It would be worth it, but there's another type of a mortgage that if if your balance is that low, or if you're in your retirement years, there's the reverse mortgage.
Mhm.
That's the kind of mortgage that will actually have your house pay you back. And there's people with our company that try to do reverse mortgages, and that is something that is worth looking into, because that way you have your house paying you back instead of you paying into your house. It's a very long explanation, so it's not something I could get into
We
here.
could do a whole show on that.
Yeah,
Maybe
really.
sometime.
I mean, you could
Yes.
do an entire class on reverse mortgages alone. But my dad has a friend who lives 2 doors down from him in Sun City. He's a professor, and he was having to work into his 80s because he didn't have enough money to pay his bills,
Mhm.
and they did a reverse mortgage for him. And now he doesn't have to work because his house is paying him.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, that's going to be a
Now,
solution for a
now,
lot of people.
when if you know the unforeseeable happens and a person passes away,